is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. And in first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Crucial moment early in this national championship game. Can they convert on 3rd down in the red zone? And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Hey, Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Now one straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ball handed off. He's got the first and still going. He made the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Running through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down of 48.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we had good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. They'll run it from the gun. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Buckeyes will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Keeping it on the ground here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Aggies. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out. And it's a comeback route. Good enough for first down yardage.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Makes the catch downfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Begin with a quick throw to the left. The tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Toss play to the outside. Breaks free. Now here he goes. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, you know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks free.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. An inside give now for the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. Second down and 11. Handoff from the shotgun. Has the first down and more. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Aggies.
But it's just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Looking to throw it on first down. He pulls in the catch. Powering the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He could go.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Now here comes the bunch formation. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Aggies will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Aggies will look to convert here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking deep down the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's another deep shot. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
This one will be fair caught. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. First coverage now from the secondary. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quick pass, the catch is made. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking for a receiver. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's John. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it in the open. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
With another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw. The catch is made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love the RPO call because you give the quarterback an opportunity to hand it or take a shot. I'd recommend getting that ball out a lot quicker to give these receivers a chance to catch the ball and have room to run.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. One more play before they head to the locker room. First down. Looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Receivers are bunched together. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. A quick throw to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback. Recognizing the receiver's past the marker. Did a good job of the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to throw again. He's looking deep again. Intercepted in the end zone. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw.
Here he goes. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's another touchdown. A dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They were not going to catch him that time.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Direct snap to the back. He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. 13. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Aggies offense back on the field. They really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that previous play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. They look to throw it here on second down. Gets made on the out route. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up. Ball is incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll run it to the left. First down and more. He's still running. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, it's incomplete pass here on this RPO, and typically you see these RPOs thrown quickly. Make the read, process, ball out, get the ball to the playmakers and let them do their thing. I guess if there's a silver lining, at least there wasn't an illegal man downfield.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. About returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Here we go.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his back. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. Not a long return, but the important thing that they wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He breaks free. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
First down, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Buckeyes begin a new series here. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Handoff here from the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
The Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Across midfield. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. Play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Pounding away with the run game. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fence. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Hunt over the middle. It's John. Look out, he's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st down, it's play action. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Now they're running on the toss. Past the 30. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Going after, not right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25.
Here we go. 6 remain.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The back's got it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
First down and 10 now. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. That is broken up and incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Buckeyes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.